হ্যালো ফ্রেন্ডস, আমি এখন আছি ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল স্টেট ইউনিভার্সিটিতে। আর আজকে আমাদের ৪র্থতম কনভোকেশন। দেখুন কীরকম হচ্ছে।
মহোৎকালো আজহে বড়পুত্র শঙ্খ বিরাজহে শুভ শঙ্খ বাজহে বিশ্ববিদ্যা তীর্থ প্রাঙ্গণ কর মহোজ্জ্বল আজহে বড়পুত্র শঙ্খ বিরাজহে শুভ শঙ্খ বাজহে।
I now request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to felicitate His Excellency the Honorable Chancellor with a bouquet, a shawl and a memento. Please maintain silence in the auditorium. May I now request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to felicitate the Chief Guest of the Athletic Director, ISI.
I pay my gratitude to His Excellency the Honorable Chancellor for accepting our invitation and coming to the university. Sir, a few years ago, this was a brick field, and today, with the help and support from all concerned, this is a university of which you are the revered Chancellor. The West Bengal State University has made a culture to hold convocation on a regular basis, and the members of the court wanted the practice to continue. The delinking of awarding undergraduate and master's degrees to the recipients from convocation has been possible because of the help and kind assistance of the Office of His Excellency, the Honorable Chancellor, for which the students have been greatly benefited. As I stand here, I pay my gratitude to the Government of West Bengal Department of Higher Education for its support to the university. I put on record my deep sense of gratitude and thanks to the Honorable Chief Minister of the State of West Bengal and the Honorable Minister of Higher Education, Government of West Bengal, for their continuous encouragement towards building the university brick by brick.
On one of the most important occasions for any academic institution, its convocation. This university is really young, just 12 years old. This is the fourth convocation of this university, and I understand the first in this campus. So it is us who will have to define this young university, give it a shape of our dreams and vision, and that will determine what it will become tomorrow and what it will be known for in the long years to come. My heartiest congratulations to all of you for having worked really hard to earn the degrees that you will get today. A day when you are ready to step out with the most potent weapon that a person can have, the weapon of the degree. I understand all of you here will be getting your PhD degrees. This weapon of higher education that we all have and confidence that has been imparted to us very painstakingly by the supervisors and the faculty members, these have to be used very wisely and for the benefit of the society. In fact, along with all of you, your supervisors, the faculty members will all be tested on how well they have inspired you, how well they have imparted the knowledge that they have to you, and how well they have made students out of you, because we should all be lifelong learners. We should all be lifelong students. We have to remember, therefore, that your success and your failures will partly be the teachers, the supervisors' failures and successes. So you have a very great responsibility to prove the supervisors, the faculty members, that they have done a very good job of training.
Very good morning to all of you. For me, it's a moment to cherish. There was an Indian movie, Bhai, Itna Sannata Kyun Hai? I have been to other convocations, and the greetings were really vociferous. It is in silence. I am grateful to all of you. Distinguished members present in the 4th convocation of the West Bengal State University, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Basab Chaudhary, revered monks, Professor Roberto Barangona, his gracious wife, Sandra. I have had the occasion to be in Rome on a number of occasions where my daughter was learning Italian language. I must recognize very gracious presence of Professor Ujjwal Malik. He keeps company of his spouse as much as the First Lady does for me. Professor Shankar Ghosh brings to the audience a talent which we have to use and overuse to tide over the crisis. The careful selection of Professor Sanghmitra Bandyopadhyay, who was introduced to me by none other than the former President of India, Bharat Ratna Pranab Mukherjee. And there were 2 such occasions. Everything has been said about her. Credentials, achievements, distinctions by the Honorable Vice Chancellor. But one thing I would like to make a reflection. Prime Minister Modi is extremely careful in hunting for talent. And when he thought of Prime Minister's Science and Technology and Innovation Advisory Council, she is a part of it, which is a very high-powered body. My greetings to her. She is Tapan Dattaji, the Registrar, recipients of the degrees, members of the court and faculty, members of the non-teaching staff, ladies and gentlemen, and most important and all important, my dear students. I am indeed delighted to be here on this important occasion and preside over the 4th convocation of our university. 2 things are first today. The convocation is for the first time being held on the premises of the university. And the Chancellor happens to be the first one born in independent India. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Education allows everyone to exploit one's potential to the fullest and channelize the talent for larger societal cause. We need commitment to education that leads not only to good jobs, there are many these days, but not for all, not uniformly, but to good lives. I am disturbed, somewhat pained when I see the sight of a degree holder without gainful employment. This is a frightening spectacle. Our universities in West Bengal have potential to regain glory of our ancient higher learning institutions. Yours is a recent one. I am told by the Honorable Vice Chancellor, the field used to have bricks. Figuratively, you will put those bricks to create an institution in course of time that will rival the very best in the country. But we need to go to the situation. I have no doubt about it, let me tell you. My sense of positive approach has gone up after having seen sublimity in the Vice Chancellor, the court members, the kind of decorum I am seeing here, the body language of everyone, the staff of the university. You are bound to rise. You will be rising every year. You will be youngest university at the top. That is a prediction. I may not be a soothsayer, but normally I am not wrong in my assessment. But we must remember, it was our country that had Nalanda, Takshila, Vikramshila, Mithila, to name only few. Right now, on the world horizon, we have to do our bit. I know the government in the state of West Bengal and at the center are working hard for it. But we need to do so much that our universities must reach at that level. I can share it with you. Our people can be at the top. They have been at the top. Our professors have been at the top. We fail collectively only as institutions because of systemic hiccups. I am sure things would change. We will be on a different kind of a situation. Education is a commodity. Education does not teach you to be intolerant of any thought. We must ever be open to the ideas of others, more so in the universities. A disagreement of a point of view should never generate adversarial relationship or inimical response. The other point of view calls for considerate appreciation. I earnestly appeal to you all to promise me. Now I am saying something that normally is applicable only at the time of marriage. 7 वचन. मैं आप लोगों से 7 वचन के लिए विनम्र रूप से आग्रह कर रहा हूं. Particularly my young friends who are getting their degrees, who will march into another world as ambassadors and contribute to society. First, you would always love your parents and elders. Always. Friends, it is easier said than done. Do it out of your heart. You will be a changed person, a different person. Not only in your own eyes, not only in the eyes of your family, in the eyes of society at large. You would ever, all your life, respect your teachers. They are your mentors. You would never compromise our nationalism. Nation has always to be first. This has to be a guiding principle. India is now changing. Can we take it as a political statement? No. Politics is for political parties. Politics is not for us. We can go in politics, but our thought process is, we were Vishwaguru. We will be Vishwaguru. We are on the rise. Our economy is fattening. We are reaching in the higher levels, and therefore keep nation always first. You would always avoid at all cost, in all situations, household compulsive, violence in thought and action. It's very painful to see violence anywhere. But to see violence in the land of culture, to see violence in the state of West Bengal is indigestible. We have had people who have given message which is being respected all over the world. We must avoid it. And this can happen. You would always be tolerant, as I indicated earlier, of the other point of view. You may not agree. Let me quote Aristotle on this. Quote, "It is the mark of an educated mind." This is what Aristotle said. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Don't accept it. Lend your ears. Maybe you have power to convince the other person of your point of view. You can still live with two different points of view. You will be innovative. We do not have a better situation to say this than our chief guest today. Mr. Innovation. The moment you think it will not be there, things will be different. And I would therefore quote Albert Einstein on this. Quote, "Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new." Do not fear a mistake. Do not fear a failure. My last वचन 7 वचन का आखिरी है. You will work to make environment on campus of peace, harmony and happiness for all.
Priyanka Paul for anthropology, Sanjana Das for anthropology, Sriporna Banerjee for anthropology, Arnab Mondal for English, Ayushman Banerjee for English.